Hello everybody, and welcome to Animate Columbus 2023. To start the day out, I got some breakfast at Wendy's and met the lovely and fantastic dancing trucker. Getting to the hotel was already a task and a half in and of itself. To preface this, 4 weeks prior to the convention, called the hotel and asked them how much it would be for the nights that I was staying. They told me X amount. Cool. Did I need to book it immediately now, or could I wait until the future? They said it could wait. I trusted them. That was my mistake. Having faith in our greedy corporate overlords, I went from spending $150 for 2 nights to spending $209 for 2 nights merely because I had waited until 2 weeks before the convention rather than the singular week. Either way, get to the hotel, check in, set my extra bags down with my extra clothes, record a video, and we're off. Alright, today is the 9th, I believe, June, for Animate Columbus. The name's unpredictable. I am a cosplay medic, and I am very excited indeed, to be a part of all of the festivities. This will be my first convention I've ever gone to. I'm going to use the bathroom, pack up my stuff. I think Friday I'm just gonna scope everything out, see how it is. I think on Saturdays when I'll bring all my stuff that I want to get recorded and like take pictures of all that fun stuff. And then Sunday will just be, just casual day, walking around, seeing where everything goes. But I don't want to spend too much time on this. I got a 15-minute walk, and once I get there, I will record again. Hopefully, if they allow me, we will see. Anyways, see you guys there, and transition. Getting to the convention was an endeavor in and of itself. 10 minutes into the walk, of course, I got hot with all the equipment on me. Ended up taking it all off. Google Maps, of course, almost sent me through a construction site. I made it to the convention safe and sound. Now, this is where I'd like to take a moment to credit all the fantastic cosplays and people who made Animate Columbus such a fantastic time, especially for my first experience at a convention. If I miss anyone, please understand that it was not on purpose and it was not intentional. I just forgot to grab your information while at the con. First on our list is Harley's Love Shack. Funny story about this one, I actually didn't meet the person directly. I saw them in passing and I found their card on a table, so I figured I'd credit them. And they know they're being credited in this video because I asked them for pictures, which are the ones you see on screen now. This absolute mad lad is from the 405th Infantry Division. Build your character at 405th.com, hashtag not sponsored. They're a fantastic group of fans who love Halo and love cosplaying as him. If you want to check them out, they're available again at 405th.com. Alright, next one up on the list is someone who goes by 2 different names, Cybertech and Sean Anime. I'm going to link his socials right here and have his little thing playing in the background, but he cosplayed as this green character right here. And overall, I really liked it, and if you have an opportunity, definitely go check out the series. He animates everything himself. Now, I bet you're probably wondering, Fun, why are you suddenly changing formats in the middle of the video? I got lazy. This is going on 2 weeks. I am the only video editor that I have, and no one wants to hire me for my skills. So therefore, it takes a while, and I'm going to take the path of least resistance, which is this. Also, I just realized this while I was editing. This Harley Quinn right here was the one that let me fix her suit right before the judging contest. I didn't get her social, so I can't credit her, but this is me crediting her. And then after that, you have the Metaton, who I didn't technically repair his costume. All I did was give him a clothespin. But all the same, I still helped fix his costume, and he went on to win a prize. So either way, there's that. Again, don't have their socials, but I wanted to credit them in some capacity because they gave me experience. They let me fix their costumes, and it was my first year as cosplay medic. I wanted to fix costumes. On the credit list, we have the lovely people from Glotaku, Obi-Wan Shinobi, and everyone who just made the rave an absolutely fantastic time. It was my first time being in a rave. I had a great time. Yes, the video format changed again, ignore it.
It's going on 6 months now, so let's fly through this and get through the next few quickly. My good friend Bobby, whose social media I would repeat, but I'm probably going to mispronounce it because of the underscores and the numbers, so you can see his social right here. Another great friend that I met there was Ty. You can see his social right here. After that, we have Mike, my good friend, whose costume I helped prepare. It was fantastic for the experience he gave me, so I appreciate you, Mike. Next one, we have Lola at Lola Love Letter, one of the fantastic members from My Geek Glory, who made the burlesque an absolutely fantastic and very fun and enjoyable time, and a great evening to remember. After that, we have good old Runa Ray, very friendly, very nice person. Next up is Rockabilly Roxy, who had some pretty wild stories to tell, and I loved hearing every one of them. Next up, we have good old Valerie Voss, very welcoming, very friendly person, one of the people I actually managed to get a photo with, and the other two were Gamer D and Balerian Bonbon. That's a Harry Potter reference for those of you at home who are confused. But like was said, Bonbon, Gamer D, and Valerie were all very kind, made me really be part of the show with the secret ticket that they gave me to pick a prop for one of the improvs. Absolutely fantastic time. If you ever get a chance, go check them all out on their socials. Next up is the drag lip sync show. Very fun time. And the four lovely people who spearheaded that absolutely fantastic event were none other than Saline, Ruby, Snotrocket, and Landon, all of which were fantastic presenters of their show. Fantastic time. Please go check them out on their socials. Next up is Beeftopia, who made an absolutely fantastic Xena the Warrior poster that I bought immediately because, well, as they said, I was the only person who recognized what that was in the first place, so it made me feel special. Next one is a 2-for-1 deal. Milo Beasley and all the members of the FSCW Wrestling Entertainment. To an extent it is acting, but to a whole nother extent it is these people putting their hearts into this show, making it as real as possible and as goofy as possible, and overall it was super enjoyable. I would 100% watch another one of their matches again. Next up is the Barbie and Ken cosplay by S. Mary Cosplay on socials. You can check her out there. Another great person and great costume that I found was Cass at Capri Sun Cosplay. You can check our social out on the screen right now. Want to give a shout out to a fellow content creator, Mike Watson at Freestyle Comics. He's trying to turn the industry on his head by making non-conventional heroes and storylines that we just haven't heard yet, and I'm always happy for something new in the comic book sphere. Next one is one of the fantastic guests that came there, Crazy 8. He also helped with some of the DJing at the clubs during the night parties. Absolutely fantastic person, made it an absolutely fantastic time. I got to meet one of the creators of Cyanide Happiness, Dave McElfatrick. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Next up is one that I've been following probably more than everyone else on this list, and that's Anna Lee at Lee and Lee. You've probably seen her various covers. I first discovered her through a cover that her and Nate Wants to Battle want to do, and if they ever do a cover collaboration again, I cannot wait. Next up is Phil Lamar, aka Samurai Jack from the show Samurai Jack. Absolutely incredibly friendly and welcoming. Next up is Barbara Dunkelman. She's the whole reason I went to this con in the first place, and I had her sign the script of the nondescript seasonal holidays that Kirby has put together, and overall just absolutely fantastic memories that I got to share in a sense with Barb and just make everything come full circle. It was absolutely magical to say the least. Next up we have Kai J. Tang, who is the illustrious voice of our loved and beholded favorite character, Daddy Gojo. And to pair it off with him, we have Adam MacArthur, aka the voice of Yuji Itadori, our favorite Simon role in all of anime. And then to top it all off, simply because I told these two voice actors in the Q&A section about him, the Schmuck Squad, aka the people who make Jujutsu Kaisen Abridged, absolute Giga Chads. Make sure you go check them all out, and I pray that the voice actors heed what I said and actually check out their thing, comment underneath of it. I don't check it every day to see if it happens, but I hope it does. Now with that out of the way, and the next 6 months of my life absolutely being obliterated due to lack of motivation, let's continue. Good habits while being a cosplay medic. If it's your first time, just like mine was at this convention, don't walk up to people you think need your help. The people will find you. Even if it's something as simple as a sign on a stick, make sure you have your advertising and your "Hey, I'm here" as abundant as you can. If you think you're just going to run around the con looking for people who have damaged costumes and ask if you can repair them, don't. It's a lost cause. And include all your social medias on your sign as well. That way, even if they don't need their costume repaired, they can go and give you a follow up on Instagram or wherever it is you decide to marinate. Me being the rookie that I am, and this being my first convention, I decided to make the mistake of buying the all-in package. Which, for those of you keeping track at home, it's just the same thing as 3-day VIP with a bunch of unnecessary stuff so they can tack on another $200 to their ticket prices. But in addition to that, I got to hang out with a lot of those voice actors in the after party. But do beware, if you ever try and make the same mistake I did, it is at the actor's discretion. Meaning, as far as I'm aware, there's no requirement for them to stay there a certain amount of time or to even go in the first place. But if you're into mingling in person with all those actors at the cost of $300 for a 3-day pass, I highly recommend it. Go for it. It is definitely up your alley if you're into that sort of thing. With that, the first day of the con was officially over. and I had to make the 50-minute walk back to my hotel. Luckily, I would only need to walk this and one other time to get from the hotel to the convention center. One of the friends I met along the way, Mike, gladly gave me a ride there and a ride back to the next morning. He absolute giga Chad. Really appreciate you helping me out, man. So I returned the second day of the con, took more pictures, met more people, did all the events that there were to do, went to the Jujutsu Kaisen voice actor Q&A, had a fun time there, and then I got driven back after all the events to my hotel on Saturday. After that, Mike came picked me up again in the morning. I decided not to cosplay on Sunday because I was tired of carrying around all that equipment on me, and Sunday's a wrap-up day. Effectively, all the vendors have their stuff on sale because they don't want to keep it. They want to get you to sell it and take it home with you. That, and there's not a whole lot of people there on Sunday, so there's not a whole lot of reason to wear costumes other than you just want. So on Sunday, I kind of just drifted around, looked around at what all there was to do, got a couple of more pictures, and tapped out by noon because, in all honesty, my legs were feeling it, and I was kind of done with it at that. So recap. Don't spend $300 on a 3-day ticket unless you know for a fact you're going to use every bit of that ticket to its full extent. Cosplay is not consent. Always ask where you take photos and or work on someone's costume, especially in the event of them needing help. Make sure you plan your convention trip well in advance. It's better to have 3 months than 2 weeks before the con to figure something out and get a plan fixed. But that's all I had for you folks. Again, spent a really long time in this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever I upload and or go live. And if you'd like to support me, in the description are a number of ways of doing it, included but not limited to buying my merch on my website or hiring me as a video editor. As always, stay unstoppable, stay unbeatable, but most importantly, stay fun, predictable, folks. I will see you all later.